My name's Jake Herman. I'm a second-year PhD student in the EHS program, and I work with Olaf Ruppel, who is one of the honeybee researchers here. And my idea for this club to begin with was a way that we could teach beekeeping and understanding bees, but also, because we're bee scientists, sort of interject some neat facts that a normal beekeeping club doesn't get about the bees, and and get people understanding bees, both just like through PowerPoints and regular meetings, but also through field experience with club hives, and that's usually how beekeeping clubs work. And yeah, that's it for we had one meeting. The first meeting that I helped lead, and then I went to Thailand to research bees and came back and Corona had started, and yeah, that's where it went. Yeah, that's it on my end.
So we have a lot of plans for the future about our club. Yeah, we were pretty bummed it got cut short, but I am Lexi Hoopman. I am part of the other bee research group at UNCG. So Jake said that we were part of the EHS department, that's Environmental Health Sciences. So we're a subset of the biology department, both PhD students. Dr. Casey Raymond has a lab that works with bees, and then Dr. Olaf Ruppel is more into the social insects and works directly with bees. So Jake's part of that lab, and we have a couple people that are part of that lab and a couple people that are part of mine that just agreed to start this club and kind of reap the benefits together.
So number one is just, who is your club for? Is there certain people that should be coming to this, or certain people that definitely shouldn't be coming? What do you think?
I can take that one. So the club is really for anybody. We are trying to target undergraduate students, but also faculty and staff can also be involved in the club. So really anybody that has an interest in bees or doesn't even know if they have an interest in bees and just wants to come and learn a couple cool factoids they can take home to their mom, that's fine too. But yeah, it's really, we are looking to get more diversity in our club as far as departments go. So it definitely right now is biology student heavy, just because that's where we find our undergrads, right? We teach in biology classes and we can kind of bring in the undergrads from there, which we're hoping to do more of this next semester. But anybody that is interested, we're posting our flyers all over UNCG, so we hope all students come. It can just be like a hobby thing for them. They can be involved more if they want to, so basically they can be as involved as they want to be. But yeah, there really isn't anybody that wouldn't be able to participate in the club there. And with certain disabilities and stuff too, we can always be very welcoming to that and just have certain levels that they would be able to participate at. So we are planning to meet every third Monday of the month at 5:15 in the Claxton room in the EUC. So that's just a very common meeting ground. Everybody knows where the EUC is. That's why we chose that, to, again, trying to get more from other departments involved. And yeah, we're getting very familiar with Zoom sessions. That's not ideal for us. Beekeeping is very hard to do over the camera. However, we plan to make a couple like intro to beekeeping type of videos that we can post on our social media and just kind of like welcome people to the club, get them interested in it. But yeah, we would be able to do informational sessions over Zoom as far as inviting other research scientists from our labs or even outside of the labs, or inviting other beekeepers from the area to talk about beekeeping. So that would be fine, but the field experience is where we're like really excited to get students hands-on actually doing beekeeping or watching us. So that would be sad to lose that part, but we would still be able to do at least something. Do you have anything else to add to that, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, the videos were a necessary option. I mean, all these things are pretty just because if we have to, really beekeeping is hands-on. The only way to learn it is through that. You can watch a million YouTube videos. But that being said, every beekeeping club is usually idle during the winter months, so you always have to fill those times. And so there's a lot of learning and things that are sort of preparatory that if you jump in then, you're not going to be completely bored and you're still going to learn a lot.
Yeah, so Jake and his lab have hives in other locations, but I'm not sure if you're aware of the Plant and Pollinator Center at UNCG. It's
No.
pretty new. It's only been open for coming up on a year now. So it's a brand new, beautiful facility that UNCG owns, and there's 4 or 5 different researchers in the biology department that have like really started this. So all of us, my PI and Jake's advisor is both a part of that. So we are out there as a research group. We have a classroom out there, common room, research areas, and that's also where we keep most of our bees.
Okay.
So beekeeping is outside mostly. I mean, for us, like all the time, but we can bring bees inside to show people things. We have a classroom where they can watch from inside the window and be safe inside of there. So there are definitely a lot of options, like if someone's worried about being stung, or if they have an allergic reaction to bees, or if somebody just really is kind of just stressed about the whole situation, they can watch safely from inside. But yeah, so we do have those type of options in the Plant and Pollinator Center. The PPC, as we call it, is a great option to have people come out and learn from there. So we're looking at holding classes out there, probably not in the fall, but hopefully sometime soon. And we would arrange some type of transportation from campus if we were going to do that. But most of the time we're on campus and we have people around campus. So if we did have students that were interested through the club, we would find them a ride out there if they didn't have the ability themselves.
How do you expect students to get involved with and engage in your club? Like, what does that look like?
Go ahead, Jake. You're good.
I can do that. Yeah. Being a safe beekeeper is both like educating yourself about stuff before you go out, and then also doing hands-on field days. And so the way I saw students engaging in the club in that is you sort of come and you learn about the techniques and you learn about bees during the meetings that are set, that we set on Mondays at night in the evening. Can't beekeep in the evening. And then yet to be scheduled would be these sort of field days where you come and you learn about the bees and you learn about beekeeping with people that have done it quite a bit. And so so there's sort of those aspects. You said how they engage, right, with the club.
Mm-hmm.
And the others would be these sort of kind of fun things where you're, part of learning about bees and learning about these sort of specialty skills is then educating other people. So doing things like crafts, like where you're using beeswax, you're using honey for things, you're creating little native beehives, and with honeybees and with bees in general, there's a lot of sort of these crafts and things uses that come from them. And so a lot of those are sort of winter activities, having, you're not going out and doing stuff, so you're kind of in and learning about uses of the honey and wax and that sort of thing. And so, with the actual beekeeping, I see it as you kind of have to be a part of the education in that because that's like a safety issue. But the others is, you just kind of for fun, going with it. And that's how I see students engaging in the club.